Good evening, good evening, good evening. Again, I'm back. I come here every evening at 8 p.m. and it's my pleasure to have you. Because I have only 15 minutes, as soon as I come, I'm not able to wait for you to join me first. So I expect that along the line you come in. Please, when you come in, say hello, say hi, or like. Let me just know that you are here. Thank you very much. So tonight I'm talking about after the Lord has made use of what belongs to you. Wait for instructions, because he is not a user. He's not one that uses and does not care about what befalls you afterwards. No. After he has used what belongs to you, after he has used you, wait. Be expectant. Okay, I'm talking about instructions tonight, and there are many. There are many examples that I can use, and I'll go to the Bible at the same time. I'll go to our everyday use. Can you imagine that a big uncle, while we were kids, a big uncle sent you to go and buy something, big brother sent you to go and buy something. Usually parents will have taught children, you must not look at people's faces for something. When they send you something, just go and come back, nothing, and that's good for children. So, but when you come back, after coming, that what you went to buy is biscuits or something like that, usually your uncle will give to children. After you have come back with the biscuits, you are dancing around and looking around. Or he has sent you an errand and you see him putting his hand in his pocket. You are not hurrying away, but you are looking away as if you are not waiting for something, but in actual fact you are waiting for him to compensate you. You are waiting knowing that his hand going to the pocket is going to bring out something for you. Okay, so something like that. Something like that. So we can use the example again of Peter. As you know, I have been using Peter over and over again. And I think for a while we'll still use him, because through him there were many miracles that were done, and Jesus used him and his ability to learn quickly to teach us so many things. So I said, wait for instructions. Yesterday I talked about go. That the Lord is saying, even though he has sent you many times and you've gone, or many times you have gone on his leading, yet it was not fruitful. Tonight, that yesterday I was telling you that God was saying again, go. Now, but I want to talk about that. You see, when he says go, after he has sent you here, there, you are feeling like Utidi Baranda. You have gone like this, gone like. After he has sent you all around, or you have felt like he's been using you to just do mockery, not mockery, but you are just being tossed to and fro, and it is him. After he's done all that, then he now comes down, he now says go. And then you're thinking, okay, how then is he giving the instructions to you? How does God give instructions? Because as I said, after he has used what belongs to you, after he has used you for some things or for one thing, don't be too hasty to get away. I feel like I did it for God and I'm going. No. He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. He's a rewarder of them that believe that he's a rewarder. So wait for instructions of how you are going to reap. Now, for instance, let me use the example of Peter again. Because there are many good things you can do right now. There are many good things you can do right now, but there is none that is as good as you following instruction. The result you will get from following instruction is so far outweighs what you will get just trying good things. So let me go to Peter again. You see, when Peter saw Jesus on the sea, Peter said to Jesus, and he was coming in a storm. As soon as they knew that it was Jesus, Peter said, Jesus, if it is you, Master, if it is you, bid me come. Now, he was even the one asking Jesus that, look, this is all I need. Just tell me to come. And Jesus said, come. That was all the instructions. Something like yesterday that I said the Lord was saying to you, go. Once he has said that, you don't need to be asking, hey, go, hey, go, hey. That same thing, go. What's the further instruction? What more instruction? You have been hearing him before, so it's not the first time. You have been hearing instructions from him before. No, this is not the first time. When you heard it the last time, that was all he said to you, go. So now if he's saying go, that's all. Just as Jesus told Peter, come. And that was all. He came and he was able to walk on water. Now, it was not his business whether Jesus was doing a miracle to put a rock on top of the sea, or he was bringing a container that we stand on the sea for him to stand on. It was not his business how it was going to happen. All he needed to do was to step on the water. The water was not the one carrying him. It was the word that was coming out from the mouth of Jesus. All he did was to follow that word and step on it. So the instruction the Lord that I said you should wait for can be as simple as one word. Go. Come. Again, the instruction can also be a little more detailed. Sometimes the instruction he will give you will be a little more detailed. For instance, maybe he's responding, to something that you earlier needed. You already had all the needs that you and him, you had seen it together. You had seen he had seen your need. You had labored so much on the need. You had talked so much about the need. It was so heavy on you. Then that time it seemed as if he did not care enough, or if he cared enough, something else was more important to the Lord at that time, and he began to direct you, go here, do this, do that, so much that you have almost forgotten the need. Just like Peter. They were by the sea, and by then they had gone to sea, and they had tried all night to catch fish. They could not catch fish. So what they did next was to come back and begin to just wash their nets. They were washing their nets, just washing their nets, when Jesus said, I would like to use your boat. I said, why not? And then when Jesus used their boats, now that's the story that is that story that is making me say, look, after God has used what is yours, wait for instruction. Now, after Peter had now launched and everything, and he has finished using their boats, he now gave them instructions as to what to do. Now, this was a bit more specific than saying come or saying go. He said, now launch out into the deep. Launch out into the deep and cast your net. He said, launch out into the deep. That means even as easy as it is, even though it's a miracle, I am not saying you should stay where you are washing nets here to catch the fish. I know it's a miracle, or all the same, it's a miracle that is going to give you the fish, but still, launch out into the deep. Get further into the ocean, into the sea. And then he now said, and cast your net, and you will get a draft. Now, some say drought. Now, a draft is, a catching, that you will get a draft. At that particular time that Peter now did as Jesus said, he had so much because he went out on instruction. As I said, after you have done what he has asked you to do, wait for instruction. One instruction from the Lord can catapult you so much farther than you will ever go in years. It can get you in a year to where you wouldn't have been able to get to in 10. So wait for instructions. It's instructions, they are more than gold. So as I said, instructions can be just one word. Instruction can be a little bit more detailed. And the instruction is going to give you can actually be very, very detailed. Can be very, very detailed. Now, let's go to the other one. When tax collectors came to Peter, when they came to Peter and asked that, doesn't your master pay taxes? And Peter told them, yeah. And Jesus said, yes, we will pay taxes. And I said, okay. He now told him, He said, now, go to the sea. He did not say go to our backyard. He said, go to the sea. Cast a hook. Now, this time he didn't say go to the sea. Go and cast your net. He said, cast a hook, not a net. Take up the first fish. Now, that's being specific. Take up the first fish. He didn't say cast a hook. After you have finished the catching of the day, then you will come and sort them out. The first fish. Open the mouth. It will seem to you like, I mean, what else now? If you no, he could have said, catch the first fish and go to the market. Somebody will pay you so denary for it. Will pay you so thousands of naira for it. That could have been the miracle. No, he said, open the mouth, and then you will see a coin, one coin. You will see a coin, and when you see this coin, go and use it to pay for you and I. You know, it could also be, use it to pay for yourself. Leave me alone, I know how to deal with them. Leave me alone, I'll pay them. I'll pay them. Or pay mine. Don't worry, yours will be sorted another way. See? And go and pay for you and I. He didn't also say, go and pay for all the disciples. He said, go and pay for you and I. Specific instructions. Specific instructions. Now, here is the thing. It's immaterial whether it's one word instruction or it's a full-length instruction. He decides whether it's so detailed or it's so, it says just one word. The important thing is if it's instruction, it carries the power to achieve what he wants to achieve. And it's not your business whether it's detailed or it's just one word. Go in the might of that his word. It is his word that will carry you. If he says, go, go. Says, come, come. If he now begins to dictate to you what to do, follow it. But do not discountenance or do not disrespect or disregard the one he gave you because it's not detailed. Like the one he gave you one time before that was detailed. The important thing is wait and hear from him. Because if he has used you to do a certain thing, he has his reward system. You know, can you imagine? Because he likes us to use ourselves to compare. Can you imagine Dangote or Tedola using a poor man, a organizer, to do something very noble? Something that the organizer by himself, when he was told to do it, he put his hands in his pocket and went to use his money to do everything and he finished and he came and delivered the message to Tedola and he said, all right, sir, and he turns back and he's going. And then you'll be looking at him. Then something is wrong, you know, because he is enough to better his life as an organizer. In fact, if you still want to be doing organizing, then come and be doing it in Dangote. You know how many trailers are there? You know? So it is not out of order that you're expectant of what the Lord will do for you, because he has involved you in his business, because he has made you to be in his business. This morning, as I was sharing on TikTok, you know, I emphasized on this, that see what is coming. Before, you were spending out of pockets. You were spending out of pocket to take care of what belongs to God, to take care of God's business. You've been spending out of pocket. This time around, you don't need to spend out of pocket for the Lord. He has made provision for all your expenses. In government, we call it that there is you have the thing just impressed. Thank you. There's impressed. In fact, not only any business entity at all, you know, that's what they call it. All your expenses are going to be taken care of. As I said yesterday, go. As I'm saying to you today, listen to him. For if there is going to be specific about instructions to you, good. If it's not going to say more than that, go, good. And if it's going to be so detailed about it, good. What is important is that you go out on his word. It is that word that will keep you afloat the water. It is not the water. It's not the water that is going to carry you. It is him saying, come. And that word is enough to make you stand on water or anything at all. When you hear him say, come, or you hear him say, go, it is enough to help you stand in any situation. So tonight, what I've said is that after he has made use of you as a vessel, or he has made use of all of what belongs to you, he also has instruction as to how to net in that which will be profitable to you. You see, the things that you thought he had forgotten about, those things that by now you think he's no longer thinking of. He first wanted you to attend to his business before he will attend to yours. He only wanted you to come and attend to his business, and then he will attend to yours. Just as even though he saw that Peter had toiled all night, and when he saw Peter washing nets, he did not say, Peter, oh yeah, go and catch fish, go and throw this and do this and catch the fish. And then come, then he will now say, hey, at least now you are relieved. Let me sit on your boat. No, he didn't say that. So he saw you sweating it out. He saw you asking. He saw you wanting desperately for this thing. He saw you needing this thing so much. Yet he took his eyes away from you, so to say, and made you to go around doing different things for him. And he's making you to say, oh yeah, go and do this thing for me. And after everything, he now said, Peter, launch into the deep. Same with you. Instructions will come after your obedience. And that instruction will surpass, what the instruction is going to yield for you, spiritually, economically, and every otherwise, is going to surprise you beyond what you can imagine. Thank you again for listening, for watching tonight. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Anytime you come on, please just like or leave a comment so that I know you've been here. Thank you. Love you. Bye.